I hope that you are well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 4 English lesson on Thesaurus skills. All right, so we see that this is, so we are going to log on to a+students.ca with our username and password. We're going to select the subject of language arts, grade 4, and then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of Thesaurus skills. So we are doing Thesaurus skills. All right. So our chapter is Thesaurus skills. Our subject is English language arts. Grade 4. And the lessons that we are going to focus on under the chapter of Thesaurus skills is to use Thesaurus entries. All right. So we're going to do Thesaurus skills, right? Or Thesaurus entries. So when it comes to a thesaurus, right? A thesaurus is a book, like a dictionary, right? But it basically has words that are similar, that it mainly gives us synonyms within that book, right? So it mainly tells us synonyms, words with the same meanings. It gives us the definition, the specific word, but it mainly gives us synonyms within that book, right? And synonyms are words with the same or almost the same meaning, right? That is synonyms. So when it comes to synonyms, right, it's like we are given words. Like if you look at a dictionary, right, if you compare a thesaurus to a dictionary, in the dictionary, it is basically words with different meanings, words in alphabetical order and the different meanings. So a dictionary, right, has got words with different meanings and it ranges from alphabetical order, whereas a thesaurus entry, right, has like a bit of meaning, but then the rest is synonyms of that specific word. And it's also alphabetical order. All right. So if we now look at some of the words that we have, let's say within the thesaurus, then we have the word animated, right? Animated. So the word animated, right? This is now basically what you'll see when you go into a thesaurus. All right. So now if we look at the one word, animated, right? Animated is a word. It's a word, animated. It's like them asking you to look for the specific word. Yes, all of those words will be in the will be in the thesaurus. You'll even find the meaning of the words, right? So now we have our word animated. Oh, and you need to say what is the part of speech that they're using. Is it full stop, exclamation mark, commas, capital letters? All right. So we said we have a word animated, and then our part of speech, right, means that an animation or animated means an adjective. All right. So also with the thesaurus, right, we have the word, we have the part of speech, then we have the definition, right? It's the meaning of the word. After the definition, we have synonyms, right? And synonyms are words either with the same meaning or almost the same meaning, right? Right? Then if we look at another word, right, which is in living, is it in living? In living. And the part of speech of in living is in living is a verb, it's an action. And the definition of in living is to fill with life. All right. And we say that we have in living, part of speech is a verb. The definition is to fill with life. And then the synonym, right? We said synonyms are words with the same meaning or almost the same meaning, right? Synonyms are to animate, to brighten, to cheer, to energize or restore. All right. Then we have perpetual. Perpetual, right? Perpetual. And perpetual means actually the part of speech first is an adjective. All right. And then perpetual, right? We said it's an adjective. And the definition is it is unending, occurring repeatedly. All right. So these are basically a few of our thesaurus, right? Entries. It is basically a word that is given in the thesaurus book. They give us the speech, the part of speech. They give us the definition, and then they give us the synonyms of that specific words, either that specific word or words, right? So that is our thesaurus entries. All right. So we are doing our tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to use thesaurus entries. All right. And then we also, okay, if we look at the thesaurus entry, right? Remember we said with the thesaurus entry, we have the word. And remember the words are also in alphabetical order within a thesaurus, right? Not just a dictionary. Thesaurus, they are also alphabetically. And if we look at the thesaurus, it says equate. And this thesaurus entry, right? It basically gives us the word, which is equate. All right. So we said we have our part of speech, which is a verb. It's to equate. The definition is to find someone innocent. All right. So now it says, look at the thesaurus entry. We also have synonyms, and synonyms are words with the same meaning or almost the same meaning. All right. And now we have the word equate, right? We see that the some of the similarity, like similar words or synonyms of these words are to clear, excuse, free, pardon, release, right? All right. So a person who didn't commit a crime, equate is a person who did not commit a crime. Then we have respite. Respite. And respite, right, is our word. And remember, I said the thesaurus is also in alphabetical order. All right. So with a thesaurus entry, right, a thesaurus lists synonyms. And synonyms are words with the same meaning, or it is words with almost the same meaning, right? And if you are not familiar with the synonym, right, then the synonyms in the thesaurus can help you to understand it better, especially if you know the thesaurus. All right. So we have respite. The part of speech, it's a noun. It needs a break, right? That is respite. Respite. Then we have maximum. Maximum. Then we have the word maximum. If we look at the word maximum, right? This is now specifically for our thesaurus words. Maximum. And maximum, the part of speech for maximum is an adjective. All right. So now let's go to our test. All right. So now it says we need to specifically look at the entry that we see in front of us, right? We have acquit, quit. The part of speech is a verb. The definition is to find someone innocent. So acquit is acquit a person who committed a crime or is equate a person who did not commit a crime. Equate. All right. So if we choose the correct one, we can say it's a person who did not commit a crime. So which means that the person is innocent. It's like finding the person to be innocent. All right. So well done, guys. Well done. Abstain. What does the word abstain mean? Abstain. Over here we have our thesaurus entry. It is a verb. And the definition is to do without. So abstain is to do without. And the synonyms is you can either deny it, you can forego it, give up, quit, refrain, right? So abstain, is it something almost you you almost always do, or something you choose not to do? It's something you choose to do from time to time, but something you don't choose to do. So abstain, something to do without, right? So something you always do, or something you choose not to do. All right, and if we go with your option, we go with number 2. Something you choose not to do. All right, so well done. Then we have alibi. You have alibi. It's like asking, where were you? You're like, no, I was at home. So now they need to check your alibi if you say that you were home by a certain time. So our word is alibi. The part of speech, it's a noun. So alibi, we said, is a noun. The definition is a reason why someone could not have committed a criminal act. And the reason why they could not is because your alibi probably matches, you know, the truth. And then we have synonyms, which is defense, excuse, explanation. So an alibi. So alibi. So we need to say which is an example of an alibi. So an example of an alibi is it being in another state when a crime took place, or lying to a friend about the reason you couldn't do something. All right. So being in another state when your crime took place. And that is correct. So well done. All right. Then we have the word perpetual. Perpetual. And the word perpetual, right, is an adjective. Perpetual is it's a word that basically is an adjective. The definition of perpetual means it is unending, occurring repeatedly. All right. So now when it comes to perpetual, right, it's unending, occurring repeatedly. And the synonyms of perpetual is ceaseless, constant, continuous, non-stop, and permanent. Perpetual, right? So now they're saying, look at the thesaurus entry, right, which is perpetual. Which is perpetual? Is it ocean tides or a rock? Which is perpetual? Ocean tides or a rock? Tides, sorry, or a rock. It is unending. It is occurring repeatedly. Is it ocean tides or a rock? So we say perpetual, right? It's part of speech, it's an adjective. Unending, occurring, repeated. So we can say ocean tides, yes. So yes, like you say, ocean tides. We can say this is perpetual because it is unending and it's occurring repeatedly, right? If we were to say a rock, then it would be wrong. So well done, well done. So motivate. So we have motivate. Motivate is a verb and it is to move to action, right? So how much you motivate people? How much you motivate people? Is it by renting them an apartment or by giving a powerful speech? So to motivate, right? So to motivate. So how might you motivate people? Is it by renting them an apartment? All right. And if we were to motivate people, is it by renting them an apartment or by giving a powerful speech? And we said by motivating someone, you can give a powerful speech. All right. So well done. Well done. Right? So irregular. What is irregular? Irregular is an adjective. It's the definition that means not even. And the synonyms of irregular is changing, choppy, different, unsteady. So now we need to say which has more irregular edges. Is it a piece of bark or a sheet of paper? So we need to say what has more irregular edges. Is it a piece of bark that falls from a tree or a sheet of paper? So what has more regular edges? All right. So if we want to select the thing that has the most regular edges, we'll say it's a piece of bark, right? So well done. Oh, I like the whole explanation of a piece of bark because its sides aren't as starlit and precise as a sheet of paper. Well done. Well done. All right, then we have eternal. We have eternal. We have eternal. And eternal is an adjective. And the definition of eternal is lasting forever. It's forever and ever. Eternal. So, which is eternal? Right? Eternal means lasting forever, it's permanent, it's immortal, it's endless, it's constant, right? Eternal. Is it something that never goes away? Or is eternal an important family event? So eternal. It's like saying I have eternal life. And eternal is something that never goes away. It's forever and ever and ever. So it never goes away. It is permanent, right? It's infinite, it's immortal, endless. So then we have our word adorn. We have our word adorn, right? And adorn is a verb. And which word is adorn? Which might you adorn? Some colored pencils or an outfit? So adorn, right? It's a verb. Yes. So an adorn, we can say it is something like an outfit, right? So you can say it's like an outfit because words that are similar to the word adorn is like to decorate, to dress up, ornament, right? So adorn. It says something that never goes away. Yes, something that you can basically have for a long time, like clothes. All right, so well done. Yes, adorn is it's basically outfits of clothing. So well done, everybody so far. Respite, respite. Remember in the thesaurus, we basically only have literally these type of words, but alphabetically. So respite, respite is a noun. The definition is a break. The synonyms of this word respite is either a break, it's pause, it's recess, it's rest, right? So now we need to say who is having a respite? Who is having a respite? Yeah. So now if we look at the word respite, is it someone napping? Oopsie. Or someone working? Let's go with napping because respite is to take a break. And a break is like taking a nap, it's like resting, right? That is what respite means. So well done, guys. Well done, everybody. All right, this is our last one. This is our last one. And just one more thing. This is basically just how a thesaurus is. A thesaurus basically just has words in alphabetical order from A to Z. And then they have the word, they have the part of speech, they have the definition, the synonym, right? And maybe an example also. That is basically how it is in a thesaurus, right? And that is still the paperback because nowadays we have everything on our phones. So, one, it's an adjective, right? And one, it's appearing pale and ill. So, a one, it's appearing pale and ill. It says the synonyms are ashen, colorless, it's like you're fainting, ghostly, and pale. So now, which might be described as a one? Is it a table or a face? Say a one, right? So if something appears to be pale or ill, or it can be a bit colorless or pale or fainting, then we can say it's a face, not a table, right? Because usually with a face, you become pale or you become a bit ghostly or ashy, but not a table, right? So a face. I'm not sure about the March break. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find out um, if you guys are having a break during March, and then I'm sure they will communicate it with your parents. All right. When does your break start? Is your break on Monday? Okay. What I'll do is I will find out by I'll find out, and then I think I'm sure they'll probably communicate it to your parents um if you guys are going to be on a break or not. But so far, we don't have any idea of being on a break, or we don't have any knowledge of us being on a break. All right, I will find out for you guys, and then I'm sure they will probably communicate it with you guys, with all of you, or with your parents. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on thesaurus skills. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining our class. Remember, thesaurus skills, it basically tells us the name of a specific word. It gives us the part of speech, the definition. Thesauruses, they basically focus on giving us synonyms, right, of that specific words, and then maybe like one or two examples, just to give us an idea of how to use the word. But thank you very much for joining the class. I really hope that you're going to have an amazing weekend further and also enjoy your break. Till next time, goodbye.